last night on The Bachelorette.
He was way more shy than I thought. I thought they were gonna be kissing all over the place, but they haven't.
He definitely was inching a little bit closer to me, but there was no kiss.
It's a delicate process where you can't come on too strong.
Kissing both of them, I don't know how that would work.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
Emily.
I'm Josh.
Hi.
Can I kiss you?
Sure. Is that all?
We are back, everybody. A new Bachelorette season, a new night one to recap, and is it me, or did this 4-month off-season creep up out of nowhere like... But here we are. Gabby and Rachel are the Bachelorettes, plural, and there's a lot to talk about. Like, I know many people are going to be asking about my health. For those of you that don't know, back in February I had a pulmonary embolism that almost killed me. If you want to know more about it, I talk about it all at the beginning of my post-show live stream for night 1. A link to the VOD of that is in the description. And while we're here, I also wanted to bring up that the lovely people who run the Roses for Everybody campaign started a petition to get The Bachelor to be more fat inclusive and cast more plus-sized contestants. I mean, Katie Thurston said she asked production to put in more, quote, fluffy men because she had dated men of that body type before, and, well, they didn't. So a link to that campaign and the petition is in the description. But alright, Rachel and Gabby's season has arrived, and right away it's made clear that this season is going to not just focus on Gabby or Rachel's individual journey for love, but also their journey together as friends.
If they're saying the same things to us, like, what do we do then?
Both of us?
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's gonna try and play our ass. I have no doubt. I don't trust men.
Not all of them anyway.
There's the Gabby we all know and love. And after this quick girls chat, there's really no time to waste. We've got twice the leads and more men than ever, so things gotta get rolling if we want to fit it all into night 1. Gabby and Rachel throw on their bachelorette dresses, Jesse has the interns hose down the mansion, and then it's time for the iconic line.
Gabby, Rachel, let the journey begin.
First out of the limo is Zach here, and this is always a coveted spot, as it typically means production has high hopes for you. But like every season, the first few men don't throw out any kind of gimmick, no one wears a funky costume, and no one gives off a weird line. Well, except for Jason here.
I've got something in common with Clayton.
Oh no, that's not what we hear.
I'm in love with 3 women. My mom, my sister, and my dog, Kira.
Still gets the attention of Gabby, though.
He's my type. Oh, he's cute. Yeah.
No, the closest thing we get to a gimmick in the first batch of men is Jordan having them put on headphones so he can deliver a message just for them individually without the other person hearing. But if you've seen this show before, you know it doesn't take long for the gimmicks to come out, for things to get loud.
You gotta give it everything you got, because this right here is our time. Stop yelling at me!
And of course, there's cringe.
You know, I haven't had sex in a year and almost a half. So I've been saving for the right person. And I can't wait to see where this journey kind of takes us from here, but...
He was like, I haven't had sex in a year and a half. I was like, that makes one of us.
Oh, and also, you know there are going to be a lot of references to our last Bachelor, the man who dumped these two at the same time, Clayton.
My name's Hayden, and I know that does sound a lot like Clayton, okay? But what I'm going to do differently is I'm going to be thinking with this head and not that one.
However, these Clayton references are getting a little bit tiring for Gabby and Rachel.
Hearing all this Clayton stuff is kind of like...
These guys keep bringing up Clayton, and I think Gabby and I are okay with not hearing Clayton's name again tonight.
Nonetheless, guy after guy comes out to talk about him.
Hear me out. I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
I am not Clayton.
I heard the last man you dated, he was kind of a fluke.
I think his name was, he's a piece of
Clayton sucks, Clayton sucks, Clayton sucks.
Oh, that's right. Someone brought out a bunch of high school freshmen to sing a diss track for Clayton.
Clayton was in love with both of you, that's what he said.
Did you guys write this yourself?
He wanted to just mess with your head.
Oh.
You know Clayton's gotta be watching this at home like,
I just want to be left the hell alone.
Another dude comes in clutching some chickens and just, could you loosen your grip a little? I'm getting nervous. This guy comes in with a giant meatball sub because why not? Don't knock it though, it's gonna be a long night and people get hungry.
They call me Meatball, that's my nickname.
I'm sorry, what?
Next.
And so I'll see you inside.
Are you joking?
But after this, oh, we get into some beautifully stupid entrances. Like, I have no clue what the heck is going on here, but it had me cackling. And yes, there's even a magician. Perfect.
As a magician, I was thinking of starting with a card trick. But honestly, I'm not quite sure I want to do magic right now. I just want to spend the time to get to know you both. So,
Oh, wow.
hello, I'm
Oh, you think that was cool? Wait till you see what he did when he walked away.
Oh! Oh! My eye!
Enjoy the Hanukkah cookie, man.
But boy, there are a lot of men and a lot of entrances. And while some were cringe and some were shirtless, there are a few standouts who didn't have to show off their pecs. Like Tino and his forklift that gets Rachel absolutely swooning.
He's my type. Yeah.
That's code word for dibs, by the way. There's Eric and his tie that got both Rachel and Gabby interested. Oh, and of course there's...
Michael,
Yes.
drop this one aboard.
Why?
I found twins.
Oh my God, twins. I'm sorry, you understand. Nice to meet you.
Aren't they magnificent?
They're men, Dwight.
But now, with that, all the men have arrived. Rachel and Gabby come in to toast to the journey ahead, and then Roby the magician makes a disappearing act into the other room to show these two a magic trick, and then awkwardly kneel in front of them while they chat. Next, it's the twins' turn to come in and ensure these two that they are totally different people.
We're very different. For me, for instance, I feel like I'm a little bit more of a laid-back, reserved kind of person, a little bit outgoing. He's more the bold.
You guys said you have your differences.
Yes.
So what is the differences besides personality-wise? Hobbies?
No, honestly,
Or
not
same
a lot.
hobby?
Job-wise, we have
Yeah,
the same
what's
job, so
jobs?
we're medical advertising what we do, but both separate companies, though.
Okay, my favorite part of this whole segment was watching Gabby absolutely bored out of her mind the whole time.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It ain't doing it for me.
And I gotta say, I'm so pleased to see Gabby bringing her same energy from Clayton's season. I don't know, maybe sitting down with Clayton's lookalike here brought it out, cause when Ryan here pulls out a whiteboard, she had me howling.
So,
Oh,
I'm gonna be a teacher
How did I
here.
miss that whiteboard?
You write like a 5-year-old. No, that's pretty good.
To say this, super
People
proper.
say that with a straight
Gabby,
face.
Gabby.
No, they don't. Okay.
Gabber.
Okay.
Gabber.
Okay.
Look at me. Look at me. Shh.
Okay, I'm done.
Never let this man shush you, Gabby, you're hilarious. Luckily for Ryan though, Gabby thought it was playful banter and things go really well. But not well enough for a kiss, however, and this brings up a bit of the theme for the night. Like grocery store Hayden here hits it off with Rachel, but no kiss. Shirtless Jacob seemed bold, but he too doesn't go in for a kiss with Gabby. Rachel swoons over Avon, but nope, nothing. And then there's Jordan V, who gets an excellent opportunity.
I came here for you, so.
Oh, for me? Really?
Yes. I don't know if you're familiar with horsepower, but it makes 11,000 horsepower, so.
Nope, instead, he talks about horsepower. Thankfully, Mario is here to save the day and finally goes in for a kiss with Gabby and, is this looking awkward to anyone else? But you know, Gabby is swooning, so that's all that matters for Mario. And hey, maybe she was just relieved someone finally stepped up. But then, there's Tino. And you can tell that Rachel is immediately into this guy. Don't know what it is. Is she just into forklifts? Is it because if you flip the O and the I in his name, you get Tony, her father's name? I don't know, but he barely sits her down and she's like,
I figured, you might have a little bit of a troubled past with the stairs, so maybe we could get together and make a better memory out of it.
Not the stairs.
swooning. And as for Tino, he's not gonna miss his shot as Rachel finally gets her kiss.
Would you let me kiss you?
Yes.
I can go on the cheek if you want.
Well, now that our leads have gotten their first kisses, it's time to regroup and debrief each other on the night so far and all of the connections that are starting to form.
Yeah, now I kind of understand how you can have feelings for multiple people.
Are you saying you're falling in love with 3 women? With everybody? I'm in love and it feels so good! Yeah.
So at this point, Jesse Palmer brings out the 2 first impression roses, 1 for each lead to hand out, and the pressure is now on for the men to grab time while they can. Logan here starts vying for some time, and sir, could you let go of those chickens?
The bird just pooped in my hand.
Yeah, maybe it's because you have a power grip on them. Then Eric comes out and has a wonderful conversation with Gabby.
You look absolutely stunning.
Thank you. I have fake hair, fake tan. I'm just kidding. Yeah, just a little bit, but you can't tell because boys are dumb.
And Eric really hits it off with both women, especially Gabby as the 2 kiss, but he's confident he could potentially get either lady's first impression rose. Unfortunately for him though, right after this, Rachel comes through to give hers away to Tino. 1 down, 1 to give out, and the gents are starting to get nervous.
Whew. It's cold now.
Yeah, maybe you should have put on a shirt. Well, it's now time for Gabby to come in, and a few men are hoping her rose is headed their way, like Mario, Eric, and Logan, but...
Mario, can I take you for a second?
Sure.
Yeah, thank
Careful
you.
with your dress.
I think because he's a dancer and, she likes like that. That's, kind of like that,
Mario gets Gabby's first impression rose, and oh no, they're going in for another kiss. But hey, goes to show you, it's all about how the kiss feels. Well, with that, there's nothing left to do now but head into the rose ceremony. But with there being 2 leads and not enough time for them to chat with everyone, Rachel and Gabby bring out Jesse Palmer to ask if there's another way they can do things.
Well, we're kind of wondering if there's a different way of going about things.
You guys can do whatever you want. Listen, your journey, you call the shots.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Jesse's energy here. He's just there like,
we won't let you down.
Oh, you can't because I don't care.
So Gabby and Rachel come in to say that because they didn't have enough time for each of them to talk to everyone, there's not going to be a traditional rose ceremony. So everyone except for the hard no's are going to be staying.
With that being said, would Roby, Justin, and Joey, would you mind talking to us for a second?
Oh no, not the twins and the magician. So these 3 are the hard no's and are being sent home immediately. Really can't believe production let the twins go. That seems like something producers would want to keep around. Pretty embarrassing. Meanwhile, Roby's over there like,
better than being treated like the goofball, the joker, the magician.
I thought you were gonna do like a trick there, like with a fireball or something.
Yeah, I was. It didn't go off. God, these things never go off when you want them to.
But there you have it. Night 1 ends. We toast to the season ahead. And before we go, of course I have to dish out my early Night 1 picks for who's going to be getting Gabby and Rachel's final roses. Now, since there are so many men and 2 leads, I'm going to save my final 4 for each lady until the season preview breakdown, which by the way will be coming out on Thursday as I have an important appointment tomorrow. But I will be dishing my final rose picks right now based on the Night 1 edits and the preview footage. So for Rachel, I'm gonna say her final pick is Tino. As for Gabby, this one's a lot tougher. I might change this over the next day or 2, but for now, I'm going to say Jason. Stay tuned for the rest of my final 4 picks and the reasoning behind it all in the preview breakdown coming out this Thursday. So that's it for this video recapping Night 1 of The Bachelorette. I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you did. The journey's only just begun, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season, so until next time, Bachelor Fan Take, out.
Your boyfriend's a loser. Everybody knows it. Dump his ass and apply to be on the next season of The Bachelor.